The year is 209 BC, and you guys are here to join me for the next part of my Remastered Spain campaign. Welcome, everybody. Numantia is under siege. Numantia, though, I think is going to be a tough nut for the enemy to crack. It doesn't have the walls like Osca does, but this is where I was gathering my armies. Numidia unfortunately declared war on me, and we're no longer best friends, which makes me sad, because they are actually a decent portion of my income, which means I'm now broke because of this little factoid. I don't really know what to do now, because I have no money, and if I abandon a garrison, it's going to be left to be attacked. So it's a bit of a, I don't know what to do right now, because we're kind of stuck. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to beat this siege, let them attack me, beat the siege, and then attack Carthage and take him, and hopefully that will be enough. So they're attacking me. And hopefully that will be enough to allow us to kind of to replenish our incomes through taxation, that we won't go and we won't be the red anymore, and at that point we'll have owned all of Spain, which I like that idea.
Our foes are gathered. Now we see where they want to die. It is time for their dying. Harden your hearts and let your rage strengthen your sinews. Some of us will soon lie dead. The rest will drink to their memory. But we will fight with honor.
Well, let's fight with honor. So the first initial group is going to be a mass army of missiles. Normally, I would solve this problem by just charging them with a bunch of cav that I have. But the problem with these dang Forster warbands is that they all have spears. And spears are really good against cav. It's a really problematic situation right there. So we're just going to have to do is we're going to have to let them come in, breach the walls, and then deal with them that way. Or, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do a strat idea. No, wait, never mind. Can we even do it? No, I can't do it. I say maybe bomb rushing them real fast. We can put that, but I can't deploy outside my walls. There goes that idea. I have a lot of cav. Maybe I won't work. Maybe I should have just attacked, even though I'm outnumbered. All things considered. But, because I think cav would give me the advantage in the open field, but, I would love to be able to deploy my guys right outside the city here and just charge them, but I can't do that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to have to split up our cav into two groups. One for one flank and the other for the other flank. And once the holes are open, we're going to bomb rush them with our cav army. We'll have our Scutari ready to defend. They'll probably also be taking the brunt of the damage, but one of the advantages of the Scutari in this particular instance of defending and taking the aggro is that they actually have a higher shield bonus than my Bull Warriors do against being pew-pewed by enemy archers. So they're the better ones to take the brunt of the damage. So I'm going to have my Bull Warriors be slightly back and away from the main fighting. And then I'll engage them once the fighting actually begins. I think that'll be the best use of them. Or even let them into the gate and use this as a choke point. Very easily you think I could do as well. Especially considering how many openings they're probably going to breach. What are they doing? They're ramming some of the revs. Ramming the revs into each other. The AI, once again, confuses me. I don't quite understand what they're doing with this stratagem of theirs, but it's interesting. I don't see the second army. Is it only this army that's attacking? In which case, I think this fight's even more in my favor. I was actually planning my entire strategy around the assumption that they're going to go attack me. Part of me wants to let them break down the door with Gauls. Part of me wants to just attack them directly. Immediately, I mean. What is this, Yu-Gi-Oh! Attacking directly? So I'm going to start splitting up my cav a little bit. To account for the AI's movements now. And my new idea, now that I don't know it, now that I know that they're only the archer contingent.
Units, group.
So it does appear that they'll break through this way. So I'll deal with that. Get ready for that. One thing that is slightly different from the AI before is that the AI used to actually be the most obvious to try and figure out where they're going to go. Because what they would do is they would always line up directly facing the wall that they're going to break, or at least slightly at an angle. And so, like, what I would do is when I would play as Macedon, when I played as Lucids, they had a lot of people attacking them, but one of the advantages that you had was the simple fact that the pikemen were just so strong that a lot of the enemy people attacking you didn't have pikemen, so they just charge straight into your pikes, and you're like, you know? We might pull this guy one back too. And the archers aren't even trying to soften us up, so we're actually getting a lot of free javelin shots at the enemy. Let me make sure all my guys know that they can fire at will. I don't like him, that's why I want you to fire at him. I'm moving these guys over here just to counter them, because one-on-one, my guys will casually beat these archers. Even my Scutari. So let's see. That one's about to break. Oh, gate naturally breaks first. I'm gonna let my guys just fire their missiles. I'm not gonna order them to attack quite yet. They should start firing over there. They actually have a surprising amount of ammunition. Yeah, those guys got beat up by my jabby shots. These missile guys are going surprisingly in for melee. So this one should break next, I think. Yeah. They sent their archers into melee. Perfect. The AI has no idea what to do with their advantage. Now look at that. They may have spears that are good against...
This is a disaster. The enemy have broken through our walls. Drive them out.
They may be good against cav, but that means nothing in the face of my overwhelming power. So I'm gonna have my guys go through the breaches to try and make sure there's space for my guys. Though, actually, these guys still have javies left, so I'm gonna let them fire their javelins. But perfectly, the way that they decide to do this is now leaves them perfectly open for my cav to get outside the city and behind the enemy. My bulwarks over here are actually getting peppered by arrows. Too bad the AI is actually being smart about this particular one. These guys are just taking a lot of damage because they've been fighting in melee for so long. Oh, whoops, that guy was stalled there.
This is a disaster. The enemy have broken through our walls. Drive them out.
Let me distract those guys.
You have killed the enemy general. Now his
Alright,
men
what's the
show
situation
fear.
over here?
Now they may turn and run. Attack! Attack!
Units! Units, charge!
I'm gonna try to have my melee fighters now just charge at the enemy archers now.
This is a disaster! The enemy have broken through our walls. Drive them out!
I really wish that didn't cause me to lose my targeting on them. My naked fanatics unfortunately got killed by enemy arrows there more than anything else. And this guy got beat up because naturally I charged into spear-wielding melee troops.
This is a disaster! The enemy have broken through our walls. Drive them out! Warriors! Attack quickly!
This group actually got beat up. I'm honestly more amazed about that than anything else.
Full warriors! Wipe them out!
My big collection of cav are enough to beat the enemy.
Wipe them out!
Units, charge!
Yeah, my melee fighters as they get in are doing a great job of just beating up these forced war bands. What's going on with these guys over here? Yeah, they're doing a great job of just obliterating the enemy.
This is a disaster! The enemy have broken through our walls.
So only
Drive
two,
them
that's
out!
why I couldn't select it, because I was selecting the wrong one.
Warriors! Wipe them out! Attack quickly! Warriors! Attack quickly! Full warriors!
Units, charge!
Attack! Wipe them out!
Yeah, this one's now been engaged by my bull warriors and should be wiped out. Unfortunately, I'm losing a lot more troops than I was expecting to lose, but oh well. Such is the nature of war.
Full warriors! Destroy them!
These guys might actually be losing this one.
Warriors!
Quite a quick volley and then assist over here.
Wipe them out!
Kill them!
See, what is left on the enemy side of things? One unit, I think? I think everything else is routed. Oh, there. See one over there that's come back.
Full warriors!
One over here that's come back.
Attack quickly!
Sorry actually still has a ball that they can chuck at them while they're in range. Come on, you can do it. It's faster, faster, men. You're way too slow. They got out of range before you even pull out your jabbies. By continuing to charge the enemy, we're making sure that they do not come back like that. But those guys have actually come back. So I'm gonna order my commander to charge over after them to keep up the fight. Otherwise, those guys will just keep running. That unit I doubt's gonna come back. He's only one man. Though we've also seen in the last episode the one-man army trying his best to save to take over the world. He did his best, but it was not enough.
Wedge formation!
Wedge formation!
Warriors! Attack!
Reach has organizing this one over here will actually trap it in. The skirmisher mode will stop. It will cause these guys to fire at them, but
Full warriors! Wipe them out!
perfect. That just broke them. Exactly what I was hoping for. And these guys did stop. They're still a threat to my cav because of the fact that they have spears, but they're not prepared. Why did my guys just stop attacking? What was that? They just suddenly just diverted themselves from the enemy. That was weird. Attack! Why are you guys not making use of the fact that you were right next to them charging? What is wrong with you, Cav? No wonder you guys keep getting beat up by dang archers.
We need fight no more. The enemy are...
Oh, really forgot to put on my light.
We shall rule.
So we beat the archer army, now we have to deal with the not archer army. And so unfortunately our guys were more wounded than I wanted them to be, but bright side is that we do still have a lot of bull warriors, and I think bull warriors are strong boys. So I think we should still be able to hold out against this Gallic army. There are a lot of gaps for them to charge through, is my only concern right now. Those forester bands are so strong. Normally,
Battle is an easy thing. What's hard is the look on your woman's face when you are a weakling. But I see no one here who must worry about that. Warriors, take up the sword and the axe, the bow and the knife. We come for glory and honor.
Start deployment.
Await my orders.
So we have a lot of holes for them to make use of, though. They're attacking on actually a different flank than the other one did. Somehow, even though they feel like they're attacking from basically the same direction. So that means and they don't have any siege equipment, which means they're probably going to be funneled over here. So we're going to make use of that one. So let's move these guys over here real fast to get them out of my way. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our weaker troops first. The first one thing I want to settle is I want to make sure everybody understands that fire at will is a good thing to have on. We'll use our weaker bull warriors here to take the initial brunt of the enemy's attacks. And then we'll reinforce them with stronger ones. We'll also use our naked fanatics over here because they are pretty strong, actually. So our cavalry was very much weakened by that last battle because I was using their sheer force in numbers to try and weaken the enemy, and that has its... Oops, I did not mean to group up the entire cav division together. That's an inconvenience. And then this one, I'm actually going to move over here to the one. So let's see, I'm going to assume this one is going to be attacked as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one bull warrior here. On the off chance that they're attacked, I'll be ready. But if they're not attacked, then I haven't dedicated a major force to defend it. So it's kind of like an assurance plan more than anything else. I want to get these guys involved, but I don't want them involved in the initial attack if I can help it. I'm actually going to use 3. We have a nice amount of bull warriors over here, so we're going to dedicate them here as well. Group these guys together so that way we kind of know who's where and who still needs to be determined. We're going to keep this one over here just in case, because I'd rather have too many than too little units. Alright, so I think it's best we're going to be able to do right now. And if they choose to go further afield, that'll surprise me, but I'm going to put my cav actually outside the city over here. Make use of that possibility. Or I can stay in here and wait. We'll see. If none of them actually come into these breaches, then we'll just realign our troops a little bit more. I'm going to preemptively move these guys down here to match. And these ones too. Seem to be less enemies coming here than I was expecting. Where's my skirmishers though? Right here. Making sure the skirmisher mode's off though. As they go by, they'll be hit by custom javelin shots in the flanks. And if they choose none of them at all to come over here, I'll make use of my cav and just bomb rush their barbarian cav, killing their general. So win for me there. Alright, looks like I need to move these guys down now. The gate's fixed? Why did they destroy this gate? Weird. I guess gates are automatically fixed, but not the walls. Interesting. Alright, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to move this guy all the way down here. Yeah, they've completely abandoned this guy. Guys are able to use a large number of their javelins. I'm going to start moving troops to cover the flanks that look to be under threat. Does look like we found their place where they're going to put their damage up, which means I'm going to start moving my cav out of the hole here. They're getting pretty beat up though by my bull warriors, who are doing amazing work. I'm gonna start
You have killed the enemy general.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
Now they may turn and run. Attack! Attack!
I'm gonna charge on that big blob of enemies over here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start moving these guys over to this flank. Sending my big blob of cav to just smash the enemy over here. I'm gonna fall back now with these guys. Getting rid of that big blob of routed enemies is going to be perfect. They need our assistance. Let's charge in. The enemy's just being slaughtered. These guys are easier than the archers were to deal with. Holy cow. We're just slaughtering so many of these guys for free. I love it. Looks like what remains of the general's bodyguard is trying to come back and kill themselves. Yeah, this battle was just a slaughter. I don't know what the AI was thinking, but They definitely did not plan effectively. Charge! Show that cat boy who's the boss. Boom. And victory is ours.
We need fight. No.
Honestly, shouldn't have ended the battle, but I wasn't thinking properly. I could have chased them a little bit more and wiped them out even more. There you go. We successfully held Numantia. And we actually are positive in income.
Yes.
Yes, Strabulus.
Orders.
The Numidian armies. I desperately need to get these meeting halls up so I can actually be upgraded so I can actually recruit troops.
Yes.
As things stand, my army in here is going to get wiped out pretty effectively, pretty quick. I'm going to actually start merging these guys instead of retraining a lot of them.
General.
Especially the round shield cav. Because they're pretty, like I only have them here just cause. See, can I move these guys here? Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to just kick that guy. I like having cav, but battles have shown me that you don't need a lot of cav. You just need enough to chase down the enemies for running away. I don't want to get rid of a bull warrior by bringing them together too much. I'm gonna be careful on that front.
Yes.
Would like to send that guy over there if I could, but keep him here in Numantia. Maybe have him be the one who leads the armies east and southeast to defend. We'll have to kind of see what Numidia does. They pulled off the attack against Corduba, but that doesn't mean much. I need to put another garrison unit over here to try and dissuade rebellion. Ceasefire in effect between Thrace and the Greek cities. We got a new guy came of age. Who did I send up to Asterica? I don't remember what I sent up there. But there is another Gallic army on the way to Osca. Not a big one by the looks of things, but still a threat. I need that built ASAP. I like to retrain my bull warriors because they'll be the most important things to come in the next couple of bits of fighting. Though the skirmishes are also good too. I'm actually going to send this guy back south here. In fact, I think I'm going to send a little bit more troops to join the main army down here of Scutari. The most elite troops that they have, send it down here. Because they'll be useful for refilling the ranks quickly. So I'm going to end turn. So it looks like I'm going to be down money next turn by 84. Not too surprising though. Prevent that guy from besieging us. We're just going to kill him preemptively. We didn't sink him, but we made him run away. I'm going to blockade their own ports. Let them get a taste of their own medicine. Osca's under attack. No surprise there. My trade boy with Britannia hopefully is making me some money. We thankfully actually did make money in the end, which is nice. The one thing I want to actually do, and before I do that, is I actually want to recruit that one unit of Town Watch, which I think it's going to be a little bit more important right now. I don't know. Let's see. Looks like this one's a bit more of a mixture of chosen swords and forest warriors, but it is only one army this time compared to two. I want to group these armies up in Numantia because I want to make sure that they will. Is there a general in this one? Doesn't look like it. Is because that way they're both the defending Numantia, but also I can send them southeast to attack Carthage and wipe them out. That way I have the entirety of the peninsula under my control. I also have to be careful about naval invasions from North Africa. I'm still trying to decide exactly how I want to do this. I'm thinking I'll have garrison Osca and Numantia, and then send an army to Africa and start conquering there. Play a bit more defensive on over here and be more aggressive on the south end. Is my current plan. So I'm gonna send this guy over here to assassinate that guy. It'll take a couple of turns, but any rebel dead is a good rebel. So I think the only real buildings to change, I think the only place I really needs to build is Osca. The other places just have little extra stuff that I would like. But Osca needs to be built up from the ground up. A suitable husband, I like that. Perfect. I definitely need more garrison, more faction leaders. They got so many of them got assassinated early on. It was annoying as all hell. Oh well, you guys saw that, so you guys know what I'm talking about. I found the Gallic navy that I need to finish off. Right side, we basically equalize their armies if it's just the Gallic army.
General.
Let's see, assassin, I gotta reach it. Yep, he's going for it. Alright, so I don't think we have enough money to build anything right now. I could start recruiting more troops. I kind of have to be careful financially speaking because I'm definitely on the fritz in terms of how much income I have. But it does look like I'll be able to fill out this whole army and ship it off in about 2 turns or so, maybe 3. Send these guys to just finish off this guy. He didn't sink, unfortunately, but back to blockading the settlement. Piece of your own medicine, asshole. That guy's moving over to attack that merchant like I ordered. Our population's going down in places where I prefer it didn't go down, but right now we kind of need the higher taxes. And none of our guys are all that great at management, I think. Why do you keep telling me settlement's been besieged? I already know it's been besieged. You don't need to tell me multiple times about it. But getting a lot of retinue increases, hopefully that's helping my income. So looks like 2 turns and this army will be ready and raring to go. Let's see, I think everyone's basically as fine as they're gonna be.
Yes.
It's probably gonna do is I'm gonna leave, so let's see. Nobody has an agent. My assassin's right here. Why is my assassin in the city and not out murdering somebody? Yeah, murder him. There we go. Good boy.
Who shall die this day?
Alright, well, I don't know who you're gonna murder next, but we'll definitely find out. Get the mission successful. Alright. Parthia has been destroyed. Dang. Parthia looked so big when I first encountered them. I wonder who beat them. Was it like Egypt or Pontus? Pontus looks pretty big. It's been a long time since we've been to the east. We have no idea what's going on there anymore since our diplomat died of old age. Looks like the army's actually abandoned attacking Osca in favor of trying to go for Numantia, which is an interesting proposition for them because of the simple fact of the matter.
Ready. Assassin ready.
Yeah, kill the captain. Why can't you kill him?
Assassin ready. Moving into position.
There we go.
Who shall die this day?
I don't quite know. I guess maybe... I don't know why. Weird. And one... Oh, never mind. I can retrain this guy now. Perfect. Hello?
You tested this, are you okay?
1 second. Sorry about that, I'm back. But yeah, I just wanted to offer me some food to test out. It's okay. I'm gonna ship these guys back down to our port to replenish themselves. Our navies are not as good as they can be for the Greeks and the Romans, but I think they're better than nothing. See, it looks like a rebel army. It's actually decently sizable. But not very strong. He missed. Well, that's why they didn't die. He missed. What a scrub. Talk about barbarian invasion. Gaul's sending another army to attack us. So I guess that's why this army broke off. It was because they wanted to attack here.
Lord, urging army. Lord, yes.
Oh, come on. Don't do this.
Lord, chief. Move. Yes.
Let's see. I'm gonna bring in this guy over here. I'm gonna have the skirmisher hold Numantia.
Lord, destroy.
So we outnumber them. They have more chosen swordsmen, but we have bull warriors, which is good enough for me.
Today is a good day to die. Today is a great day to meet the gods. So let us send the enemy screaming to meet their gods today.
Sounds good to me, old man.
Today the crows feast, but they will eat the flesh of our foes.
Alright, well, let's beat up some Gauls. Just time to show them that we are the superior faction. So what I'm tempted to do is put these guys on the front line and just have them overwhelm the enemy. But I am a little I'll do that. I'm gonna put these guys on the flanks. We're just gonna do a long line of guys, and if they don't end up not being as long as us, then what we'll do is we'll just encircle them. We'll have our naked fanatics also be flanking, and then we'll have our cav on either side. Oh, one bull warrior was left out of the equation. I'll put him over here, I guess. And then we subtract that guy, make sure everyone has fire at will on. We really have a thing against him, don't we? Let's see. Will they come to attack us? Looks like they're coming to attack us, which means we will have the advantage of being able to use our javelins without any issues. But we will still want to charge with our guys if possible. I want one volley, then a charge is the ideal. It's definitely right to put my guys in a single line. That way there's no chance of them being encircled. Let's see what the enemy ends up doing. Do they come directly at us, or are they just forming a line and staring at us? Alright, looks like they just stopped. Come on, boys, you know what to do. We have javelins now that we can throw at the enemy. Well, looks like we're gonna have to just charge the enemy here. Flee!
Your war leader flees. He is
Damn it.
no better than an old woman. Not a warrior at all.
I wasn't expecting them to just so engage him like that. That's my bad there. That was entirely a my bad situation right there. Run, Jenna, run, Jenna, run, 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 run. Okay, oh, these guys are about to get recharged. I need to get them focused again. Alright, we're gonna make up for the fact that we played this battle really poorly at the start. We got this beautiful rear charge off here. Alright, I'm gonna just blast those guys a little bit. Where's the rest of my armies? Come here. We've entered the blob mode. I'm gonna just make sure that one's in our favor here. We grab our two remaining cav guys. Our general's still alive, which makes us even better. I think. Yeah. He just routed, he didn't die.
The enemy
general is dead.
Slain by your brave warriors.
See who's left on the enemy team. I don't see anybody. Is it just that one guy running away? I'm trying to figure that out. This battle was very chaotic. I thought I had lost it due to my poor planning, but I ended up winning in the end. Question is though, who's not routing anymore? There we go.
This is no longer a battle, this is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
My general's brigade actually had a really good starting situation, but then I did not react fast enough to the enemy engaging their entire army against them, and they ended up getting caught.
Fight no more. The enemy are in.
So it's definitely a situation where I messed up big time. So we won the battle. We'll need to fall back to the settlement and replenish, though, because of it. But we won. That's all that matters, right? We got an increase in retinue. I got Avros. His name called Avros the Killer. We got the Cunning Commander. And what's the Sour Catalog? Eratosthenes, I don't know, completes his catalog of 675 stars in the heavens and uses an elegant shadow measuring technique to calculate the size of the Earth, and quite accurately too. This year in history. Alright. One more turn, I can start getting the next tier, that one, and I hopefully will be able to replenish the army over there. We beat up the Gauls, and I think we're going to call an end to the episode there, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope if you guys like the video, feel free to press that like button down below, or rumble, press that rumble button. Subscribe to see more of my content. Comment to give me some feedback, whatever you guys wish to say. Preferably nice things, but I'm not your mother. Take care, everybody. Bye.